Hey guys, welcome back to the garage. Today with Real Life with Mike, we are going to be doing a little bit of a repair slash DIY slash I have no idea what this video is going to be. It's more of an issue I had, and maybe it's going to help one of you guys out, and I mean, if it could help one of you guys out in the future, that's what this whole video is about. So with this video, as you can see by the title, it is involving the Clam Hub Light. Now, I'm not sure if you guys have ever had one. If you've ever bought one or if you use it, please put a comment below. Tell me how you like it. I really like it. I think it puts off a really good amount of light. It is really compact. I really like it. But there is a couple design flaws that I don't like about it. And that's kind of what I'm going to go about explaining in this video here. So, of course, I have done some of the work already. This is my hub from my Eskimo Outbreak 650 XD. Of course, you can see the shank on here is quite long. Now, most of the time, it's going to be right at your bolt head, but of course, with that Clam Light kit, it does come with a larger shank that's going to go on here. Now, the reason, of course, when they make that longer is because you put your Clam Light on, you need that extra space to actually bolt it onto your hub. Now, it's pretty easy install. The only bad thing with that is when you do take this plate off, be careful because once these hubs pop out, it's tight. It can be a little bit of a nuisance to get back in. But I'm going to show you a couple things what happened with my install. Now, of course, I had mine installed on. I'm very picky with wiring. So when I did my wiring, of course, the hub was up. It was fully erect when I did it. Now, the hub would have came, or the hub poles would have came directly out. So these wires would have been straight out like this. The one thing I didn't incorporate or didn't think of is leaving enough slack. Now, the reason why you want to leave slack is because when that hub folds down, it pulls down. And what happened to mine, this wire ripped right out of my hub light. Now, I mean, yes, it looks all fixed now. I ended up having to take the whole thing apart and re-solder it all together. Lucky I'm handy enough to do that. But you can tell it was a little bit of an issue getting it off. Don't mind all these the metal magnets here. I'm going to explain that all in a little bit. That's going to be part of one of the DIYs or upgrades to your Clam Hub Light. Now with this, it is kind of heat pressure treated on or glued on. I had a really hard time getting this off. I tried heating it. I tried cutting it. Eventually it got to the point where I actually cooled it, did a small cut line, and then kind of popped, and that broke the plastic off. Now, the reason why, of course, I had to take that off is because I needed to get to the light to resolder this wire connection on. Now, after thinking for a little bit, I realized that I still really want to use this. It is a great light. I'm not going to diss this light at all. It's just I wish I would have put more slack on when I first did it. But the thing is, I don't want to have it installed on my hub all the time because, of course, this is the center hub. What's the first hub that hits the ground when you're loading it up and everything else? It's your longest hub, which is your center. I don't like the fact that this being on here is always going to be in contact. It could get damaged pretty easily. The wires are a little bit more prone to breaking or getting pulled out. So I kind of had a little bit of an idea, and I mean, maybe I'm nuts, and because this was already broken, I didn't mind modifying it. So with that, all I did is, of course, after redoing all this, I ended up drilling out that center hole with a 1/2-inch drill bit. Now that's going to drill right out, or drill the step ledge out of there. Now what can happen is that this can sit right over top of the post and the nut that's on there. Now the good thing with that, and this is where we're going to get to that point of, kind of hold it the right way for you guys, these right here. So I went to Princess Auto. You can get them at Canadian Tire, Home Depot. I can never say these names of this, so bear with me. Neodymium, I don't know. They're really strong magnets. They're earth magnets. Now I went and picked up a little pack of them. I ended up getting a drill bit. I drilled partially into the plastic casing and then pressed them in. I also had, I don't know where it is now. Here it is. Some super glue. I put a little dot of super glue on the inside and then of course pressed these in. So now these are going to be here all the time. The good thing with this is now I can install this Clam Hub Light directly onto my hub, and it's going to stay there with magnets. Like, you actually have to pull on it pretty tight to get it to pop off. So when it's in the ceiling, for you to take it on and off, put it on, that's it. Now it can stay. That means it is removable. That means you can remove it if you can put it into a different hub, or if you want to put on a side hub when you're sleeping, you know, for easier access to turn on and off, you can just click it on to one of the other hubs. That makes it a little bit tougher because that hub's just perfect the same size as this. So I don't know if it's a stupid thing or not, but I know there's a lot of guys on the Trick Your Hub Facebook page and a couple other guys there on YouTube that are always wondering how to kind of modify their stuff. So because I've done this now, I would 100% feel comfortable buying, I mean, if this one ever didn't work, I would buy another one. I would still drill these holes out. You gotta be careful because, of course, the light's on the other side. There is aluminum plate all the way through. If you're not handy, and I'm not going to take responsibility for this, if you drill through, that's your fault. I'm very, very good at doing very finicky handiwork. So please, please, please be careful when you're drilling into your Clam Hub Light because 80% of the time, you're probably going to break it. Other than that, like I said, I just put 5 in there. 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I put 5 in there. And it works extremely well. Like I said, I think the best thing about this is the fact that I can put it on and off. It is pretty stable. I do like the fact that that washer is a little bit bigger because without that washer and those magnets stick directly just to the hub, it makes it really hard to get off because it's pretty much flush. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this little DIY slash hack slash repair, whatever. Do you guys have any other lights that you use? I did end up ordering the Otter Pro USB or Otter Pro LED 12 volt light kit as well, because if you watched my last video I just posted catching a sturgeon on the Red River, this light broke and my footage was terrible. So I'm not going to let that happen again. This is always going to be my backup. This I'm always going to keep in the tent as well, but those otters will be my main source of light now. So like I say, let me know what you guys use in your tent to either just make it brighter for yourself, make it more ease of accessibility when you're walking around there, or why you use what you use, what kind of power you use and stuff like that. Like I say, leave the comments below. If you like this kind of video, let me know. I mean, I do a lot of DIYs. If you've seen anything on my channel, anything I can touch, see, open, operate, I have to modify it. It's just something I do, kind of make it a little bit more personal to myself, and I make sure that it's easy, accessible for me to do it in the future as well. So yeah, stay tuned. If you haven't, please subscribe because, of course, like I said, there is going to be a lot more content coming out, not just with DIYs, especially with my overnight camping setup. If you haven't seen that, check in my videos below as well, because I think I have a pretty good setup. But with all that being said, I'm going to quit yapping here. I'm going to let you guys get back to whatever you're up to today. Thanks for watching. Like I say, subscribe. I am going to get some more videos out between DIYs, fishing, overnight camping, and until we see you again, keep it real.